What if I told you that the solution to the problem of when the mind is willing but the body doesn't respond, something you've silently endured for years, isn't found in the medicine cabinet but right in your kitchen? Did you know that according to a study published in the Journal of Sexual Medicine, more than 50% of men over the age of 60 in the United States face some degree of erectile dysfunction, and that number skyrockets as age increases? While millions of men spend hundreds of dollars each month on those little blue pills with only a fragile hope, a simple forgotten secret could restore the powerful flow of youth for just pennies a night. This is not a folk remedy. It is backed by peer-reviewed scientific studies you've likely never heard of. Research from respected institutions has begun to reveal an undeniable link between healthy fats and the natural rise of testosterone, as well as improved vascular health. You've probably been told it's just an inevitable part of aging, or maybe your doctor said it's simply due to declining hormones. But what if I told you that's only a symptom, not the root cause? The real culprit is not a hormone deficiency, but rather a raw material deficiency, preventing your body from producing it on its own. Your body, even at age 70, still craves the energy to thrive. Still, we are starving it by failing to provide the right kind of fuel at the golden hour just before sleep, the very moment when repair and hormone production are most active. In this video, I'm going to reveal 5 cooking oils already sitting in your kitchen oils that with just 1 spoonful before bed could reignite your testosterone production, clear out your blood vessels, and awaken sensations you thought were gone forever. We'll move from a familiar Mediterranean oil shown to boost testosterone by 19% to a mysterious seed oil that protects the prostate and improves circulation. But stay with me until the very end, because oil number 1 is an ancient elixir that has been used for more than 3,000 years in traditional medicine, yet is nearly forgotten by modern Western science. It has been proven to protect and strengthen the very factories of testosterone production inside your body. And that oil may already be sitting in your pantry, completely overlooked. Before we dive into the details, I have 2 quick questions to ask you. First, are you tired of expensive solutions that don't really work? Second, do you still believe your body has the natural ability to heal itself? Personally, I read and reply to as many comments as I can because your story helps thousands of other men realize they are not alone in this struggle. So please leave a comment below. And now, without any delay, let's begin with the very first oil. 1. Oil number 5, extra virgin, olive oil. Olive oil is just for salads or for protecting heart health, right? That's what most people believe. But what if I told you that its most significant power isn't only in protecting your heart, but in reigniting the very heart of your manhood? The truth is, the reason Mediterranean men maintain such remarkable vitality into old age isn't just about wine or climate, but about the golden liquid they consume daily as a non-negotiable part of life. The fantastic secret lies in its dual mechanism. First, your body needs raw materials to produce testosterone, and that means healthy fatty acids. Olive oil provides precisely the kind of fat that the cells in your testes crave to manufacture male hormones. But here's the most crucial part: it also contains polyphenols that act like elite bodyguards, shielding your precious testosterone molecules from being broken down. A groundbreaking study in Argentina followed men who consumed 2 tablespoons of olive oil daily. The results were astonishing. After just 3 months, their testosterone levels had risen on average by 17 to 19%. But the story doesn't end in the bedroom. A large-scale study published in the journal Neurology found that older adults who regularly consumed olive oil had up to a 41% lower risk of stroke compared to those who never used it. That's because the polyphenols reduce inflammation and improve the health of your blood vessels, keeping them flexible and transparent. Additionally, these compounds enhance insulin sensitivity, a crucial factor in regulating blood sugar levels, and a significant support for men with type 2 diabetes. Chronic inflammation is also a silent enemy that contributes to muscle loss as we age. By reducing inflammation, you're protecting your precious muscle mass. And when circulation improves, your muscles receive the oxygen they need, easing those painful nighttime cramps while helping you maintain better balance and lowering your risk of falls. That's why you need to understand olive oil isn't a pill. It's an architect quietly rebuilding the foundation of your health at the cellular level. To apply this method correctly, follow the guidelines below. For dosage use, 1 tablespoon, approximately 15 milliliters. The best time is about an hour before bedtime, ensuring the nutrients are available when your body's peak cycle of hormone production and repair occurs overnight. Most important is how you choose it. Look for olive oil labeled extra virgin and cold pressed, stored in a dark glass bottle to prevent oxidation. And here's the secret check for the harvest date. On the label, not just the expiration date, the fresher the oil, the higher the polyphenol content, and the stronger the effect. As for how to use it, you can take it straight or mix it with a bit of lemon juice to make it easier to drink. Keep in mind that a common mistake many people make is buying cheap, refined olive oil. That kind of oil has lost almost all of its valuable polyphenols and is practically useless for this purpose. Think of this as a serious investment in your vitality. But olive oil is only the beginning. It addresses the raw material issue and overall vascular health. What if the root of your problem lies deeper in the silent inflammation and blocked circulation within the pelvic region? Oil number 4, which we are about to reveal, directly addresses that problem. It works through a completely different mechanism and may be the missing piece you've been searching for. 2. Oil number 4, castor oil. Now prepare yourself, because this one might raise your eyebrows. I know exactly what you're thinking when you hear the words castor oil. Isn't that the powerful laxative our mothers or grandmothers used back in the day? You're absolutely right. And it's precisely because of that common perception that one of the most potent weapons against pelvic inflammation and lymphatic congestion, the silent enemies of erection, has been overlooked by mainstream medicine for decades. However, when used appropriately, in small amounts, it won't affect your intestines. Instead, it becomes a deeply healing therapy. To understand its power, we need to delve into science. Castor oil contains up to 90% of a rare fatty acid called ricinoleic acid. This compound is the key. A study published in Nonin Schmiedeberg's Archives of Pharmacology demonstrated that ricinoleic acid exhibits potent anti-inflammatory and analgesic effects. Its mechanism is unique. Once absorbed, it targets EP3 receptors, a type of prostanoid receptor found in tissues. Activating these receptors helps calm inflammatory responses at the cellular level. Imagine your pelvic region after years of sitting for work, struggling with chronic prostatitis or lymphatic blockage. Ricinoleic acid works like an anti-inflammatory special forces unit, penetrating deeply and extinguishing those smoldering fires, thereby freeing up pressure on blood vessels and nerves. This lays the foundation for blood to flow more freely into the penis. One of my patients, Frank, a 71-year-old truck driver from Ohio who battled inflammation for years, confessed that he hadn't felt a morning response in nearly a decade. After just 3 weeks of using a small nightly dose of castor oil therapy, he called me, his voice trembling with emotion. "It's back, doctor. I thought that chapter of my life was closed forever." Frank's story is living proof of how addressing underlying inflammation can produce truly remarkable results. However, applying this method requires absolute caution. This is extremely important. We are talking about a therapeutic dose, not a laxative dose. You must choose the correct type of castor oil, organic, cold-pressed, and hexane-free. This is the pure and safe form for internal use. Start with a minimal dose, just half a teaspoon, about 2.5 milliliters, mixed with a little warm water or warm milk taken about an hour before bedtime. Never take more when you are just starting. Its taste is not pleasant. You can add a touch of honey to make it easier to swallow. That brief discomfort is absolutely worth the results it delivers. Always listen to your body. If you feel any digestive discomfort, reduce the dosage or pause for a few days. Patience with small amounts is the key to this method. We've already addressed the raw material issue with olive oil and the blockage issue with castor oil. But there's a third factor that many men over 60 face: declining energy and a sluggish metabolism at night. Oil number 3 will address exactly that, providing your body with a source of clean, steady energy while you sleep. Let's explore it together. 3. Oil number 3. Coconut oil. For years, coconut oil has been at the center of heated debates. Some experts praise it as a superfood, while others caution against it due to its high saturated fat content. But what if both sides have missed the most essential truth? When it comes to the health of an older man, it has a unique role as a clean fuel source for the body's nightly repair and regeneration process. To clarify this, we need to examine specific scientific evidence. The key difference with coconut oil is that it is rich in medium-chain triglycerides, or MCTs. Groundbreaking studies conducted by Dr. Marie-Pierre Saint-Onge and her team at the New York Obesity Research Center at Columbia University delivered remarkable results. In a controlled clinical trial, participants were given meals containing MCTs compared to a group that consumed regular long-chain fats, or LCTs. The results, published in the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition, showed that the MCT group had a 5% higher energy expenditure, over 24 hours, equivalent to burning about 120 extra calories per day without any changes in physical activity. What does this 5% mean for you? It means your body's hormone factory doesn't shut down and go cold overnight. Instead, it's supplied with a steady stream of energy to carry out critical repair work and, inevitably, to produce testosterone more efficiently. Additionally, approximately 50% of coconut oil is composed of lauric acid. While human trials on its full body effects are still ongoing, repeated in vitro studies have consistently confirmed lauric acid's strong antibacterial properties, allowing it to fight harmful gut bacteria and reduce the inflammatory burden coming from the digestive system, a factor directly linked to overall health. To use coconut oil safely and effectively, choosing the right product is essential. Always look for organic oil, virgin or extra virgin and cold-pressed, stored in a glass jar. High-quality coconut oil should have that sweet natural coconut aroma. If it has no scent at all, chances are It has been bleached, deodorized, and stripped of most of its beneficial compounds. For dosage, if you've never used coconut oil before, start cautiously with just 1 teaspoon, about 5 milliliters each night. Taking too much right away can cause mild stomach discomfort in some people. After a week, you can gradually increase to 1 tablespoon or 15 milliliters if you feel entirely comfortable. The easiest way is to dissolve it in a cup of warm herbal tea before bed or take it straight. One important note: don't confuse pure coconut oil with separately sold MCT oil. MCT oil is only a concentrated extract, while coconut oil is a whole food that still contains lauric acid. For optimal benefits, opt for pure coconut oil. We've already fueled the factory. Now it's time to provide the core building block, a king mineral for testosterone and the prostate. Oil number 2 is an astonishingly rich source of this very mineral. 4. Oil number 2, pumpkin seed oil. When you think of pumpkin seeds, you might picture them as nothing more than a crunchy fall snack. But did you know that the oil cold-pressed from these tiny seeds is actually one of the most well-researched natural remedies for the 2 biggest challenges older men face: declining testosterone and prostate issues? This is not just a cooking oil, it's a highly concentrated therapeutic tool. The scientific strength of pumpkin seed oil rests on 2 solid pillars. The first is its extremely high and bioavailable zinc content. Your testes contain higher concentrations of zinc than almost any other organ in the body. The formula is simple: without enough zinc, testosterone production grinds to a halt. What's concerning is that zinc deficiency is widespread in older men. Just 1 tablespoon of pumpkin seed oil can provide a significant portion of your daily zinc needs in a form that's easily absorbed, because it comes bound with healthy fats. The second pillar, and perhaps the most important, lies in its plant compounds known as phytosterols, particularly beta-sitosterol. A 12-month clinical trial published in the respected medical journal Urologia Internationalis gave men with benign prostatic hyperplasia BPH daily pumpkin seed oil. The results were striking. After 1 year, the men taking pumpkin seed oil reported urinary symptoms such as nighttime trips to the bathroom, a weak stream, and incomplete emptying reduced by up to 40% compared to the placebo group. The likely mechanism is that beta-sitosterol helps block the enzyme 5-alpha reductase, the same enzyme that converts testosterone into DHT, the main culprit behind prostate enlargement. When your prostate is healthy, it not only allows you to sleep better, but it also relieves pressure on critical blood vessels, thereby improving circulation to the penis. Fortunately, using pumpkin seed oil is a pleasant and straightforward process. When choosing, always look for cold-pressed oil stored in a dark glass bottle. High-quality oil will have a deep green, almost black color. If it appears pale yellow, it has likely oxidized or is of poor quality. Once opened, keep it refrigerated. The recommended dose is 1 to 2 teaspoons, 5 to 10 milliliters each evening. The good news is that pumpkin seed oil has a naturally delicious nutty flavor. You can take it straight, or here's a great trick: mix it into a cup of plain unsweetened yogurt to add protein and probiotics, creating the perfect bedtime snack. One critical rule to remember: never cook with pumpkin seed oil. High heat destroys its precious phytosterols and fatty acids. Always use it raw. At this point, we've come a long way from providing fuel-clearing blockages, boosting energy, and adding essential minerals. But oil number 1, the final and most powerful oil, doesn't just do all of these things. It accomplishes something no other oil can it directly protects and regenerates the very factories that produce your testosterone. This is the 3,000-year-old elixir I promised you at the beginning of this video. Let's uncover it right now. 5. Oil number 1. Black seed oil, the 3,000-year-old elixir. Here it is, the number 1 oil on our list, a secret preserved for over 3,000 years, from the tombs of the Egyptian pharaohs to the pages of ancient Persian medical texts. It has long been referred to as the blessed seed. This is black seed oil pressed from the tiny seeds of the Nigella sativa plant. If you've never heard of it before, that's completely normal. While the other oils we've discussed provide either raw materials or fuel, black seed oil does something far more extraordinary. It goes straight into repairing and upgrading the very factories that produce your testosterone. Its extraordinary power comes from a highly potent antioxidant compound called thymoquinone. This is the real hero. As you know, testosterone is produced in the Leydig cells of the testes. Over time, these cells suffer damage from oxidative stress and inflammation, much like a metal engine rusting away. Thymoquinone isn't just a protective coating against rust, it acts like a team of cellular engineers repairing damage at the deepest level. Studies such as those published in the Journal of Reproduction and Infertility have shown that thymoquinone directly shields Leydig cells from harm while enhancing their activity. And the results from human clinical trials are nothing short of remarkable. In one randomized placebo-controlled study published in the Journal of Herbal Medicine, men with abnormal hormone levels were given black seed oil. After just 3 months, the group taking the oil experienced an average 22.4% increase in total testosterone compared to the placebo. Not only that, a meta-analysis of multiple trials concluded that black seed oil also significantly improves libido and erectile function scores. It achieves this by addressing the problem at its root, repairing the factory itself. However, with an oil this powerful quality is absolutely everything. You must look for organic, cold-pressed black seed oil, and most importantly, choose a brand that clearly lists the thymoquinone content, typically ranging from 1% to 3%. The higher the percentage, the stronger the effect. This is not the time to cut corners. The effective dose is 1 teaspoon, about 5 milliliters, taken each evening. As for the taste, be prepared, it is pungent, spicy, and slightly bitter. Many people find that the best way to take it is by mixing it with a teaspoon of raw honey. This not only helps mask the bitterness, but also adds the anti-inflammatory benefits of honey, creating a true healing tonic. Due to its potency, some individuals prefer to start with half a teaspoon during the first week to allow the body to adjust gradually. Always listen carefully to the signals your body gives you. Now we've explored 5 powerful oils, but knowledge without action is useless. Here's a specific plan you can start right now, which is the safest and effective possible. Week 1 is the adjustment phase. Please keep it simple. Choose just one oil that feels most approachable to you. I often recommend my patients begin with olive oil since it's familiar and easy to tolerate. Take 1 tablespoon each evening, approximately 1 hour before going to bed. Your only job this week is consistency. Week 2 is the combination phase. By now, your body has adapted, and it's time to add a second oil to address another key issue. For example, take olive oil on Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and pumpkin seed oil for prostate support on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. On Sunday, give your body a rest. From week 3 onward, it's time to discover your own rhythm. Listen to your body. Some men get the best results by rotating 2 or 3 oils. One robust schedule I often suggest is black seed oil 3 nights a week, pumpkin seed oil 2 nights a week, and olive oil or coconut oil on the remaining 2 nights. And remember, patience is key. During the first week, you may notice only that your sleep improves. Between the second and fourth week, those morning signals may start coming back more regularly. Commit to yourself for at least 8 weeks to see fundamental, lasting transformation. Ultimately, the revolution in restoring your health begins with small yet consistent changes. Now, I genuinely want to hear from you. Based on what you've just learned, which oil excites you the most and makes you want to try it? And if you already have experience with any of these oils, please share your story in the comments below. Your experience could be an invaluable inspiration to thousands of other men on this same journey. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, take a second to hit the like button to help spread the word, and don't forget to subscribe so you won't miss the valuable tips we'll be sharing next. I'll see you in the upcoming videos.